bottle fell over, Dad.
All right, come on, we'll go up.
Lincoln, are you ready for this?
Yeah,
Yeah? Are you nervous?
a little bit.
Yeah?
I've never shot a pistol before. I shot a 12 gauge and
Shoot that bottle off
a
that.
rifle, but I've never shot a pistol.
Set it up here.
You shot a rifle and a 12 gauge, but not a pistol?
Nope.
Want a rock to put in it?
Put her up there farther. So, once again, we're interviewing Stink.
Yeah,
You're going to be shooting what?
a pistol.
What kind of pistol?
I don't know.
Well, you better ask what it is.
What pistol is it?
This is an M&P 9mm. Shoots 9mm cartridge. First thing we want to do before we handle the weapon is make sure that it's empty, both visually and manually. Never point it in an area where somebody's standing, okay?
Yeah.
So first thing we do is check here. Nothing in the chamber. Then nothing in the magazine well. Got it?
Yep.
I'm going to hand you the gun. You handle it with your dominant hand. Got it? Now visually, manually inspect it to make sure that it's empty. Finger goes here. Anything in the chamber?
No.
No. Check here. Anything here?
No.
All right. Now, you want to make sure of your target and what's beyond your target. Anything there that's we run the risk of hurting? Is there?
No.
Okay, so let's step out of the way because your dad's down here. So I want you to run this slide. You're going to pull this to the rear and let go. Okay, you want more hand-to-gun contact here. You want as much as your hand on here as you can. Don't grab it back here because if we get a tighter slide, you're going to struggle. The more hand-to-gun contact that you have, the more you'll be able to control that gun. So this whole thumb, let's take these gloves off.
Wayne.
kid.
Yeah.
You don't jack off with your gloves on, do you?
Family Channel. I'm videotaping so Kathy can see, and you're talking about... Jesus.
All right.
Kathy's
So
never
whole
gonna let
hand-to-gun
it take it
contact.
anywhere.
Finger off
That's
the trigger.
right.
When you handle the gun, the first thing
Greg's talking about jacking off and...
Remember when you were learning to throw a baseball?
Yeah.
Follow through involved pointing that finger at the catcher's mitt, right? Where the finger went, so went the ball. Where this finger goes, so goes the bullet. So the finger always lives right there until you're ready to shoot.
All right.
Then you're going to bring your hand here, and you're going to pull this to the rear, push this hand forward at the same time, and let go. Never want to ride it forward because two bad things happen. When you ride that slide forward, you may get caught here in the ejection port, or you may not fully cycle that round, and it'll get stuck right there, meaning the gun won't go into battery. So it's a push-pull type motion all the way to the rear, and the hand flies off the opposite way. Who's your daddy? Okay? Now, when you're lining up your sights, do you know which eye you're most dominant with?
All right.
How do you know?
Because I can close this eye.
He's dominant right because he can close his left.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Those two.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. We're going to hand the gun off to somebody else. First thing he's going to do is lock that slide to the rear, make sure that it's empty. Now I want you to look at me. Make a small aperture in your hands just like this. Got that? Now with both eyes open, look at my nose through that hole. Just like this. Raise it up. Now look at my nose through that hole, both eyes open. Now slowly bring your hands back to your face without smacking yourself in the eye. Okay, so it would appear that you are right-handed and right eye dominant. Okay, so may I? You're going to use that right eye, going to close that left eye. Ultimately, what we would love for you to be able to do is shoot both eyes open, right? But in the interim, we're going to start with closing that left eye. When you look through the sights, you see this is a 3-dot system. All 3 dots have to be lined up. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is point the gun, take the gun, point the gun at your target downrange. Change your thumbs up just like this. Again, the more hand-to-gun contact you have, the more you'll be able to control that gun. Because what happens when you fire, the gun goes like this. We want to minimize that movement, right? We also don't want to stand like a banana back. I know where you get that from. She's not here, but this is how your mom likes to shoot, like this banana back thing. We don't want that. So we want to widen that base. Get your goalie stance. Is that your goalie stance?
Yeah.
It is, with your
Or
toes
go
pointed
down.
outward? No, you don't point your toes outward in the goalie box, because what happens when you go like this, you can't move, right? So it's more like this. Bend them knees. Right? Nose over the toes. Nose over the toes. And then the gun straight out towards your target. Okay? Got it? Now, can you see your target?
Yeah.
All right. Can you still see your target?
Yeah.
You can still see your target?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Load into the magazine well. Hit it. Ah, hit it. Boom. Now charge it. All right. Line your sights up.
Hold on.
Close this gap. There we go. All right. Nose over the toes. Line up on that target. Now what I want you to do is listen to me very carefully. I want you to squeeze the trigger until you feel retention or resistance. Got it? When you feel that resistance, I want you to stop, take a breath in, start letting the breath out slowly.
Finger on the rail, Lincoln.
Squeezing the trigger.
Finger up on the rail. There you go.
All right, got it? All right, here we go. Light up on your target. Focus on that front sight. Once you get everything lined up, focus on that front sight. Now squeeze the trigger till you feel resistance and stop. Breath in, start letting it out. Press, press, press that trigger. Nice. All right. You didn't hit it, goddamn thing, but
Finger on the rail.
hey, finger on the rail, buddy. All right, ready? Do it again. You don't have to do that once. When the next time that you'll need to charge that is when it goes empty and you have to reload another magazine.
Okay.
All right. So you're aiming at that bottle up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now you notice there's some movement in that muzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't control it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna move.
Okay.
You can't stop it from happening, and you can't time it either. You can't say, I'm right in the middle of the bullseye, I should fire right now. Because by the time your brain sends that message to your finger, you're already off target. So just get that front sight on the target, let it do its movement. It's called an arc of movement. You can't stop it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Set your trigger. In other words, squeeze till you feel resistance and stop. Breath in, start letting it out, start pressing the trigger. We don't pull the trigger. We apply a little bit of pressure, 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 and then it's like, oh crap, it fired.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. Set your trigger. Breath in, start letting it out, press, press, press. All right, so what's happening, the rough trigger, what's happening here is you're struggling right at
Jerry, Wayne, and Greg was a threesome. You get a better deal.
What kind of group is this?